from my home country of Canada. This whole assisted suicide stuff, the maids, I don't know if you all know about this. So Canada is making it cool to kill yourself. The government is like, killing yourself is so cool that we want to help do it. And then now there's this company called Simon's. They put out a commercial. They literally put out a commercial, a 3-minute commercial. You can watch it on YouTube. It's called All Is Beauty. And it's this woman who is dying. She's a 37-year-old. She actually passed away on October 23rd and chose medical assistance in dying. MAID is the program. She had some, chronic pain or whatever. But the crazy thing is I was reading into it, and they're now like expanding medically assisted suicide. Because that was like the Jack Kevorkian thing, right? That was the whole thing. The guy went to jail because he was like, look, these people are in pain. We should allow people to kill themselves, which I kind of agree with. Like, if you're like, my life is complete hell, I'm in just like agonizing pain every waking minute, there's no way that this is going to turn around, I just would be better off dead. Or not better off dead, but like, it's like, this isn't a way to live. Then yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that, right? And I think most places have come around on that, where they're like, look, let's give some leeway. But now in Canada, again, so far, like, it's like the next is going to be like a Sport Check commercial. Sport Check is like a Foot Locker kind of thing in Canada. That's for all my Canadians, that reference right there. But this clothing company straight up made a commercial about, it's called All Is Beauty, and it's just talking about this like medically assisted suicide. And I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do? You sell flannel shirts. What do these two things have to do with each other? Please. I made a joke on Twitter, but I was like, this should be a Nike commercial, right? Just do it. In terms of killing yourself. But in Canada, they're now, I believe in 2023, they're going to be increasing the scope of reasons why the government will kill you or will help you kill yourself. And they're starting to get into the mental illness stuff. They're essentially saying like, hey, if you're so depressed, and it's such a weird one, because I'm like, I guess if you're so depressed that you want to die, but like, isn't that almost the disease of depression? Like you're not in physical pain. I guess you're in an emotional pain, which could be like a physical pain. But there was, they had a similar program. I'm blanking on the country. Somewhere in Europe, they had a similar program, because I was reading about someone who's against them doing this. And they had a similar program in Europe where they said, look, like, we'll kill you if you're depressed, but you have to take a year. You need 1 year and come back in a year. Which, by the way, if anybody's an OG listener of Low Value Mail, the second episode ever, I had a kid call in. That was when I was still like giving advice. I don't really do that anymore. I guess I could. I like that, but I don't know. He called in and he was talking about suicide, and it was like, couldn't tell if he was talking about himself, and then it kind of seemed like he was. And then my advice to him was, I was like, look, if you want to kill yourself, just wait. Like, I don't remember how long I said, but I was like, wait 5 years or something. And then because he was like 20, I was like, if you really want to kill yourself 5-10 years, go for it. Go for it, right? Think about it. But anyways, in this European country, 1 year that you have to, and they, you have checkups and stuff. And anyways, they had this pilot program, and they said, look, at the end of the year, if you still want to do it, we will gladly put a fucking pillow over your head and end it. And they interviewed this woman who was like very like ready to go. She was like doing all the stuff, and she's like, I don't feel any better. I want to kill myself. And then she had one good day. She just had one, sometimes she had one good one where everything lined up, and she went to bed that night. She goes, that was a good one. That was a good day. Who knows what happened, but she had one good day. And then they were like, at the end of the year, they're like, do you want to kill yourself? And she's like, you know what? I don't. I'm like, my life is misery, but I'm like, I did have that one good day, which means maybe I could have 2 good days. So anyways, crazy slippery slope over there in Canada. And I mean, a lot of people have said this, but at what point are we going to get into like the Soylent Green stuff where they're like, well, you don't want to let those bodies go to waste, right? Why don't we turn those into fucking food? Right? So anyways, that's what's going on in Canada.